Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a tutorial, so to speak, on how to save your island, how to save your house and all that stuff in Ponytown. If you don't know, in Ponytown you have your own personal party island. You can invite other people to your island by simply clicking on them and then clicking the thing in the top left, and there's an invite thing right there. But once you do that, when you ever do whatever, you can do this by yourself, it doesn't matter. You can come in here and you can press tab on your keyboard, or you can press the hammer icon down there if you're on mobile. This is what I recommend. And of course you have all these options to place items on the ground. You can mess with some terrain. Let's put some water over here. Let's expand the water, the ocean or whatever. And then how about we put some walls around that or something, because we don't want to fall in there, right? And then boom, there we go. Let's just say I just somehow made the most beautiful island ever. This is the best thing ever. This is the coolest thing ever. This is the best island in the world. I want to save that map. I want to save that island. To do that, all you have to do is do a simple command. Simply type in /save map and then do /save map 1, save map 2, or save map 3. Because you have 3 save slots by default. If you're a tier 2 supporter, tier 3 supporter, you do get more save slots and stuff like that. But for now, you only get 3 by default. So let's go ahead and save this under save map 3. Boom, we just saved our island to slot 3. But now let's go to our house, because I want to make some changes to the house. How about we do something very simple, like make this part water. Boom, a bunch of water, and then we'll put like a gravestone in that water because reasons. I don't know. You have your own reasons, and then boom, we could put this little gravestone here on the table. How about that? Lovely. This is a wonderful house. Now let's save this. Now, of course, you can do /save map here as well, but you have to be careful how you do this. For example, if I do /save map 3 and I saved my house to slot 3, this technically overwrites the island that I was just on. If I actually go back to my island now, the changes will still be there because it has this weird autosave thing. You'll have a temporary amount of time to save this into a different map slot, but if I was to come through here as a different player or something like that, or I leave and then come back and I wait long enough or whatever, these changes will eventually be erased, and it will look like all my progress was erased even though I saved it under map slot 3. The reason why is because I just overwrit it by saving a house slot. So if I clear this map real quick to sort of simulate that, or I guess reset this map to simulate that. So we'll go ahead and reset the map to simulate. Oh no, but my changes were erased by some naughty player. I can't come here and try to load this map now, because even though, as you saw earlier, I tried to save it under map slot 3, if I try to load it now, I cannot load a house map on the island. The reason for this is because the house has its own saves than the island. For some reason, for whatever weird reason, if I save my island, the things that I did in my house aren't saved with it. I kind of understand this, but it's honestly extremely frustrating, and it really, really annoys the hell out of me and a lot of other players, and it creates all kinds of confusion. And that's really the point of sharing this video here, is to sort of try to clarify that confusion, sort of clear up that confusion, if that makes sense. If you want to see your map slots, you can again press the build menu button down there, hit the gears icon, and then hit manage maps, and you will see our 3 maps here. And it will actually tell you if it's a house save or an island save. So as you can see there, it says default, because that's what its default name will be. Empty are things that just don't have anything saved in them. It'll also tell you how long they were saved and stuff like that. And of course, it says house, which means this is something that was saved as the house. So if I go back to my house should still be the way it was, with this weird water thing here and this weird thing there. So if I want to save both of these, I essentially have to come back outside, make my changes again. That's right, we're gonna put some more water down, and we're gonna try to reset what we did here. It wasn't that many changes, so it's not the worst thing ever. Boom, we did our best to replicate what we did earlier. I can now save this map again, and if I do /save map 1, always try to specify what map slot it is, especially if you're trying to save the house and the island, because it will remember the last thing that you loaded. For example, since I saved it under map slot 3 earlier, and I just hit /save map, if I just leave it alone, it will remember that 3 was the last one that I did, and it will try to save it under map slot 3. So always specify what map slot it is. So for this, we're going to save it under map slot 1. So obviously, if I come back to the house and I try to do something like load map 1, it's not going to work because I can't load the island map in the house. But now if someone was to come through here and reset my house or something like that, boom, they were really mean or whatever, and they reset my house and everything like that, I can still save this, or I mean still load it, because I can come through here and do load map 3, which is what that house slot was under, and now the changes are back. Same thing outside here. If someone was to be really mean and everything and reset my map here, then of course it would reset it. I can still load it because I had saved it into a specific slot. So I do load map 1, it's an island, so I can only load it on an island. It's a house, so I can only load it in a house. One more thing to add to this video before I do my little outro or whatever like that. You can delete these map slots, and you can load them from this little manage maps menu. If you click it like that and have it highlighted, you can then hit load map and then hit confirm load map, and it will load the map. Of course, if I want to delete this map, I can open this up again, click on this, and then there's a delete map button there. There's of course a save map, and of course I can rename it, so I can rename it to rename it, and then we can save that, and then it will now be renamed to that. So if I open it up again, it is now called rename it as well. I can, of course, delete these. Like I said before, I can just click that and then hit delete map, and then it will delete it, and I can do that for the house as well. So now all my maps are gone, they're deleted, and I can't load them anymore. However, the changes will still be there because I will have a temporary amount of time to save those changes before it is too late. Same thing with the house, unless I reset it. I don't think I did. I didn't reset it. So same thing here. I have a temporary amount of time. If I leave the game and leave for long enough, these changes will automatically be reverted, and they'll be reset back to default because I don't have any map that has been saved for it to be loaded. So yeah, there we go. And now let's go back outside. I hope this clarified some things, and I hope you learned something here today. Next time, maybe we can go over some of the tools and how all those work, but every time you equip a tool, it does give you this little tooltip here to tell you how it works, so maybe we shouldn't focus too much on that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made things clear for you and all that jazz. If you have any other questions about saving maps and loading maps or anything like that, let me know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.